So in this short video we're going to take a look at using Zotero to reference edited books and book chapters within edited books. So we need to reference these items slightly differently from a normal book. I mean, a normal book is where maybe one or even two authors have written every chapter, and every reference that we provide is for the same people. But with an edited book we have different people who write different chapters. So the giveaway here on this title page is that you can see in the bottom corner the book has been edited by Claire Bishop. So they are our overall editor. So now we're looking at the contents page, and as you can see here, each of the different chapters has been written by a different person. So when we reference this book, we need to be very clear to whoever's looking at your essay that the section that we're referencing, the section that you're actually looking at, and not by the overall editor. So it's clear who has written the quote or who came up with the ideas that you're trying to reference. So I've now found the book Participation on the library catalogue, so I'm just going to put it into my Zotero library by clicking on the little book icon in the top corner, and that's going to save the reference there for me. So there I've got the book imported into my Zotero library. But if you've got the book in front of you, you don't need to go to the library catalogue. You can always just use the magic wand and put the ISBN in. So I'll just put the ISBN into that box and add it that way. And the first thing to note when you're referencing an edited book is that if you're using it from the record from the library catalogue isn't able to distinguish between authors and editors. So the first thing we need to do is change that, Claire Bishop, to an editor. And also it hasn't been able to bring over the place of publication, but I know from having the book in front of me that that's London. So I can just type that in there and save that. And there I've got all the information that I need to reference an edited book. So now what I've got two identical records for Participation edited by Claire Bishop. So I'm going to leave one of those as it is, and with the second one I'm going to edit it so that it's for a specific chapter within that book. So the first thing that I need to do is to change this book in item type to book section. So the book title is in this Participation here. So for this title now, I'm going to put in the title of the chapter that I want to reference, and that is Battle of Orgreave. Claire Bishop is my editor, so that's correct. I'm just going to add another field underneath there, change that to author, and my author is Jeremy Deller, so I'll just put Jeremy in the Deller in the first box and Jeremy in the second there. So Participation is the book title, which is correct. I don't need this series title, so I'm just going to remove that. I've got a place of publication, I've got publisher. The next field I need to edit is the date field. So 2006 is the date that the book was published, but the chapter I'm looking at was actually published in 2002. So I'm just going to amend that to 2002, because you're actually referencing the chapter and not the book. However, if your book doesn't have dates by the chapters, you can leave the publication date as the date of the actual book. The last field I need to fill in is this pages field. So my chapter goes from 146 to 148, and just click out of that, and then I have everything that I need to produce a reference for an edited book section. So the last thing we're going to do, just look at the references to check they're okay. So if I right click on the folder, go to create bibliography from collection, select the University for the Creative Arts Harvard style, just copy that to clipboard. So I'm just in Word here, I'm just going to paste in the little bibliography that I've created. So in the first reference I've got Claire Bishop ed, that means it's edited by them, the year the book was published, the title of the book, and the publication information. And my second reference is for the book section. So I've got Della, J, the year that the chapter was written, the title of the chapter, and then I've got in, and it tells the person looking the book that it's from, Claire Bishop, Participation, London Whitechapel, the publisher, and then at the end it's got the page numbers of the chapter, and that's exactly as we need the reference to appear.